You are about to listen to a special edition of the SCAV Report Podcast brought to you by the Last Choice Network. All the opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their current opinions and do not reflect the opinions of the Last Choice Network or the SCAV Report Podcast. The SCAV Report Podcast and the Last Choice Network do not condone the use of any cheats or real money trade options for any of the video games discussed in this podcast. Mr. James, what an interesting night here with a special edition of the SCAV Report Podcast.
The SRP.
The SRP. Brother, what is going on tonight?
Well, I didn't get to play the game very much. I feel like I got cheated out of playing the game, but rewarded by being cheated. I feel like there's something inside of that. There's some meaning behind what you just said. I mean, we learned once again how bad your luck is in this game as well.
We did. So we were playing Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And
basic woods.
We're going to get scavs. We need scavs kills. We get spawned up at the top of the map twice in a row. First run we had was a long run. We're exhausted. We're kind of bitching back and forth, having a good time. Being us.
Yeah,
we get it. We extract. Normal. We come back in. Spawn in pretty much the exact same spot. So we hightail it over to the camp up there, and we're looting, and I just die mid sprint, just get sniped, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what, I got top of the head. I'm thinking that's got to be a hacker or something, and then you're like, yeah, he's lighting me up too. Blacked out your legs from behind and started kind of just toying with you a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, tons of toying. We found out later that he was toying with me. I lay down in some bushes like, okay, there's no way he can see me at this point. So I start to heal, and then, of course, a character gets closer, starts VoIPing me and just talking trash, but pointing out things that the only way he knows I'm there is he has to be watching my stream, which is funny because obviously we're not big streamers, so I'm definitely not. It's not normal to get stream sniped, right? I don't have like thousands of people watching me and jumping in. So there was also, because he also said
something too there of like, hey, I was watching his stream before he sniped me.
Yeah. So and he was
And then I was like, well, again, like, why the hell would you have scrolled down the 57 pages to go find my stream?
Yeah, we're streaming to 2 or 3 viewers at most.
To stream snipe us. Like, really. I mean, maybe they really hate the SCAV Report Podcast. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just don't like what we're having to say. Long story short here, this goes on for a while. And
so you're dead, though. I'm dead. Help me. The guy helps me get healed. And then
drops you a whole bag.
Drops me a bag of stuff to heal myself. And then lets me leave.
Yeah.
And while he's letting me leave, and he's shooting scavs to clear the way for me to get out. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, man, the first guy you killed, we do a podcast. We normally record tomorrow. Would love to have you maybe on as a future guest." He says yes. They jumped into our Discord chat, and we just decided to ask them questions now. So
it wasn't
impromptu report.
It wasn't one. There was a group together.
Yes.
That we got. We're not going to use any names. We're going to, I'm going to do my best to remove all the names and make sure like nothing there to help these guys out because they were cool enough. So what we really have for you here, guys, is a special edition hacker version of the SCAV Report Podcast impromptu, where we met these guys in raid who were hacking using ESP is what he ended up saying he was using against us there. And he wasn't even, I still think he was using a little bit of an aimbot to shoot me, but maybe not. I don't know. I doubt it. But he's.
But what I think is interesting, and you'll hear in this recording that is going to play is with Nikita and Battlestate Games talking about moving away from trying to combat the the RMT, and everyone's like, and then them point blank coming out and saying, "Oh, it's definitely working. There's not very many hackers," and they're basically saying they have no fear of any, and it's made it worse actually.
Yeah,
I think that's
they've
super
made it
interesting
worse for players. So,
and it makes it very disheartening as someone trying to play the game legitimately.
Yeah, definitely disheartening in a little bit. But I also gained a lot of respect for these guys while we go through it because they were definitely very respectful, gave us their point of view, let us know why they were doing it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that audio here. Again, I was caught off guard by this. I didn't have any video ready while we were talking or anything, so it's just the audio version of it. But we got it for you guys. Again, I apologize for any audio issues that you might have during this. I actually have technical difficulties at the end where my internet cuts out. So we're piecing together audio from James's live stream, and we're just trying to get this together so we can bring you guys this. What turned out to be a really cool interview with these guys where they answered all the questions that we had and were it was just a really good time. So let's go ahead and get into that audio here. All right, the audio is recording now. Go ahead, take us in.
Aren't you the host?
I am, yeah. All right, we got a special edition here of the SCAV Report Podcast. James and I were playing, and we literally were like, I think I just got shot by a hacker. And it turns out we did. They're actually the nicest hackers that we met because they let James live. They killed me, but they allowed James to live, move out, and we have him here with us. So what's going on, guys? How's everything going? How's the hacking? How's it treating you to be Tarkov Hackers?
How was the hack life?
It's fun. It's fun. We all enjoy it. He doesn't cheat. He's a liar. He doesn't cheat. But
no, I don't.
Everyone here cheats besides it's pretty good.
Okay, so all right, James, I know you got questions for this. I'll let you start going with the questions that we have.
Okay, so I know we talked a little bit about before we started recording this, but here's my first question. What is the number one reason that you guys want to cheat to begin with?
I guess I'll go first, and then I'll let Goose go first because we're the two here that are really cheating. For me, it was mainly just, as I don't know, I don't really find enjoyment in games anymore, and I figured that I could make money while playing them, so why not? And that was really why I do it.
All right. Now, with that being said, we'll jump into it. We talk about, Nikita's always talking about he's got his anti-cheat. They're changing this real money trading, and that's going to affect all the cheaters. But it doesn't affect you guys at all. In fact, it seems like it's causing you guys to do more lobby wipes because you're selling accounts now instead of just dropping stuff and selling stuff. Is that kind of the thing?
Yeah, you worded that perfectly.
That's pretty exactly.
So the RMT is basically what they tried to do is making the game worse for the average player, for a casual player or average player that's trying to play legit.
That is all it did.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude, I told you that. Like when we did the last podcast, I was like, this is just gonna create these guys aren't stupid. They're gonna find ways to continue to make their money, and they're just gonna go and wipe it. So when you do you have any so here we're playing this game, we're having a good time, we're trying to do these things, then you guys come through and just totally waste us. And, it's super frustrating. Do you ever feel bad about it at all? Or is it just nah, dude, this is just how I make a living. This is what I do.
I guess because it happened to me so much, I understand both sides, but I don't really have remorse. But when I find, you guys seemed like cool people. That's why I accidentally looted your AK. Sorry about that. But you guys seem chill. That's why I didn't really
keep that shit.
Keep it.
I'll wipe you.
Honestly, from my perspective, I don't feel bad killing the super high level fucking chads. But when it comes to the low level, if I kill a brand new player who's just trying to get the pocket watch or something, I usually feel pretty bad. Because the chads are used to it, but these low level players are just having their game ruined by people
poor me. I'm 41 years old. I'm only a level 11. Come on now.
No, no. He reset his account. So he was up there with me and had gone through this. So this is our first wipe. So James and I have just started playing. We started playing right after the Super Bowl, and
welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, we're learning. We're learning on the fly. We started this podcast because we were hey, let's talk about. We love the game. But so what you're saying, what other games out there? Because it sounds like Tarkov is just super easy for you guys to do this in, and it's also like seems to be very lucrative at this point.
Oh, yeah, I mean, BattleEye's one of the worst anti-cheats.
Dude,
Everyone knows it.
EAC and BattleEye are both pretty terrible anti-cheats. It's never gonna go away, but yeah, I think the game that's really the hardest is Valorant, but there's still hella cheats for that too. It's not gonna be stopped.
Yeah, I got my Valorant aimbot for $10 for a week. So
Wow, really?
Okay, so you got Valorant aimbot for $10 for an entire week. So within that week of using that, like how much are you profiting? Like what are you making out of that?
Honestly, for pretty much any game besides Tarkov, people don't really cheat for money.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there's boosting services.
Well, yeah,
But-
in Valorant, sorry to interrupt you, but in Valorant, there's a lot of people like I'm in multiple Discords. Well, they'll boost you a rank for like $15, and I see people buying that type of stuff all the time.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Like so I came from the like World of Warcraft world where that was like rampant. Like crazy rampant, boosting, all the selling, all the trading. So like to me it's like it's part of the game. So when I go into these like first person shooters, especially something like Tarkov, like I wasn't expecting it. But then you have this economy here. So in Tarkov, like what is your number one thing you have people asking you for? Like what do they want from you guys?
Have access key cards.
Labs access.
Yeah, if we're talking RMT, it's definitely labs access or like I sold a full lab set, red key card, all that for like $50. I could sell it for like 70 if I wanted to, but it's really just labs related stuff.
So it's all
wow.
So since they made labs this exclusive place, now everybody wants the stuff inside of it. So if they open it up,
like-
Yeah.
it'd go away.
Yeah, like just today alone in since the whole RMT thing has gone in two carries, I paid $25 to do 2 raids in labs. I got paid $25.
And that's not guaranteed you're going to find it in that raid. That's just the opportunity to run through it.
Well, yeah, it's really just for all the loot is all it is. If
Okay.
they want
Okay.
something, you can't really RMT for access or anything anymore. So that's why no one really cares. Like I said, it's all carries. That's why I feel like this game would just be better off leaving RMT.
I don't
Because then you're
disagree.
just going in and trying to get the loot, and you're not trying to wipe lobbies, right?
Yeah, 'cause
Exactly.
that's mostly what I did. Like Goose said before, where he feels better for the lower levels. When I see lower levels, I'll wipe the lobby for them if I'm just doing my own thing. Like I like to help the lower
Jesus.
levels out.
Sweet. So
Every time I get to level 16, I'm resetting my
I'm
account,
resetting my
Ender.
account every fucking time. I'm no longer trying to get to the end of this game. All right, so like you're running people through. So, dude, like, how are people like finding you through like Discord? Like, is it a website service? Like, you don't have to name anything, but it's just I'm
Discord.
trying to answer that. Discord.
Yeah, it can really be both. Normally, it's people joining your Discord, then you have your website linked there, but it is definitely predominantly Discord.
Okay.
Now, okay, let me. I got some questions here, and anyone in my chat still watching on Twitch, if you guys have questions, ask them. I'll ask these guys as well. But okay, so we a little bit off air. We talked about what's the number one cheat? Like, what is the thing everyone's trying to buy from you?
It really depends. So most
If
people,
you're talking rage, then I'd say nh.xyz.
yeah. So most people want a rage, and so NH is down. NH was a cheat where I could shoot at the ground from where I am, and it'd kill everyone on the map. It doesn't
Shut
matter
the
where they are.
fuck up.
Hold
I
on.
could kill anyone on the map.
What?
Let me.
Yeah, it would show the traces and everything too. Like literally just look down, spray my mag, everyone on the map would die. But that got detected and it's currently down for like forever. So right now, I know you guys don't know, but Labs King, RU
Mhm.
Rage, those are huge rage ones. Then the one like I said in chat that we use is Satan 5. It's mainly a private cheat, but it's insane for legit cheating.
Okay, now here's my question. If I tried to get when you were letting me heal up and you gave me my stuff and you let me leave, if I tried to shoot you, could I have killed you, or
You could've.
I couldn't
Yeah.
kill?
No,
Easily.
you could have killed him easily.
Like you can ask them. I didn't even want to kill you. If you wanted to kill me, I wouldn't have cared. I would have let you do it.
Like,
Are
if
there
you
cheats?
turned
Are
around
there
and shot him-
cheats out there though that make someone invincible? Like you can keep shooting at them and it does nothing.
No.
There's no cheats that can make you invincible, but
Okay.
NH used to have a feature where you could go like basically invisible because how it worked it was basically the turrets on like customs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would leave your body at the turrets and you would still be able to do damage and all that shit from a different body, but like you would be walking around and be invisible.
Whoa, that shit is crazy. So, like, So you guys are doing this, and you're running through, and obviously, like, the changes aren't doing anything, which is 100% what I thought was happening. So when Nikita comes out and says, like, we have lowered the RMT, he's not wrong in saying he lowered RMT, because you guys obviously aren't doing as much RMT. You're just running people through stuff. You just went from one to the other.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
our RMT is basically gone, but it's just lobby wipes. Like, carries have boosted up by like 1,000,000%, and the entire lobby's just getting wiped now to try and find something.
I got a question from Killer Penguin. They say, do servers matter for these, or are all servers pretty much have hackers?
All servers
It's
have hackers.
everything.
Oh wow!
Honestly, if you're looking for like no hackers, go to the servers where like dead servers.
Well, like
I think the
Ukraine.
server where I've run into,
Like, I think that's one.
like Ukraine. Fuck, I always forget the name of this one. It's like Armenia or some shit.
The ones where the pings are super high anyway.
Yeah, so like the whole Ukraine.
Is that just because there's not anybody in them, so it's not worth going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like the whole like a thing with accounts and stuff, we can get our accounts for like $6 to $8. They're just stolen accounts. And all we have to do is log into a VPN and put ourselves in Russia, and we'll be able to use it as much as we want until they take it back. And sometimes it doesn't even get taken back because we have access to their email, so we just delete their email and they won't be able to even see that we're in it.
So wait a minute. So you're buying stolen accounts?
That's what most
Yeah.
raid cheaters do. Like, personally, this is my main account. I bought it full access because I know I'm not going to get banned. Even I lobby wipe daily, and I'm still not banned after a month.
So you've been lobby wiping for an entire
Wow.
month, and
Yeah.
they haven't done shit.
There's nothing. There's nothing coming at you.
Nothing's
Like
happening.
no warning, nothing.
I've been watching streamers report me every day, and I'm perfectly fine.
Mizzle wants to know any truth that carries / lobby wipes expose you longer and increase risk to being caught versus RMT. I mean, I guess he just
it-
basically.
I think it really depends. It's more because of the cheat that I'm using. Because like I said, it's been undetected 3 years. But with rage cheats, it's definitely faster. Like, we have one friend who was rage cheating 8 hours a day doing carries, lobby wiping, and his account lasted for almost 2 weeks.
Wow.
Wow.
So 2 weeks, let's just straight up wiping lobbies, going through there. But like, it's almost one of those things. Like, you gotta think it should be taking them. So, but here's the thing: is you even said it. You can die in those.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
How often do you die? Like, how often does someone kill you when you're going in to try to wipe a raid? Like today, like how often do you die?
I definitely say it kind of depends. Like, if I'm not trying to be full blatant, I'll die here and there. But
So what's
For
here and
most-
there? Like for me,
probably
it's like
Because you're not really, you're just like half-assed doing it. You're not really giving full attention.
yeah, pretty much. It'll probably be like every couple hours I'll die once or twice.
every couple hours.
Like, the main thing for me to avoid bans the most is just after I wipe a couple lobbies, I'll go kill myself in factory for an hour and a half. We have a script to do it for us. We just leave our computer on overnight, and it kills us for hours, and then we're not going to get banned. That's all it is.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we had a bunch, but there's a bunch of deaths, so you got to even out at the end of the day.
So it's
Yeah,
even.
it's like a normal account.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, and like
statistically, it looks normal. The algorithm's not going to pick up whether or not. So they're not going to pick up that you do. Like, they don't care if you kill yourself. Oh, it's factory. Everyone kills themselves over and over again in factory.
Exactly.
Killer Penguin says, are there specific U.S. servers that are better to use than others?
No, it's not really specific. Like we had said before, it's really just try to just either hope you don't get cheaters or play on dead lobbies if you really want to avoid them.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I like. It's kind of funny because I like you guys, and I really don't at the same time. like at the same time, like, these motherfuckers are in here ruining my game. But it's like, yeah, it's part of the business. I kind of understand it from your point of view, but again, like, you do understand, like we really hate when this happens because we put so many hours. We're putting hundreds and hundreds of hours, thousands of hours in this game
Trying to build up legit.
legit things just to get blasted by you guys.
Yeah,
It's just so fucking frustrating.
that's because like I said before, like I I don't like to ruin people's day. Obviously, again, you died, you're gonna be a little upset. I get it.
No,
Because
like, I wasn't actually upset. So the funniest part about the one when you shot me is like I was in my head debating. I was like, maybe you just hit a good shot. Like, you know, it could happen.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like maybe he was running down.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, and then he said like he was across the way. I was like, oh, then that would make sense. He got me in the head, but I was just like, it happened so fast. So like, I'm glad he was trying to ruin my day.
I mean, it ruined my day. You were trying to bring me a damn syringe.
That's true. I did have the syringe.
You couldn't at least loot that from him? Bring it to me?
So like, so what was it? What quest were you doing that made you shot me? Was it like Shooterborn or something?
No, I already did that. Right now, I gotta kill 20 PMCs from 100 meters plus, and then kill Sherman 12 more times.
Okay, so with the cheats that you have, let's say you're like really going at it. How long would it take you to get an account to Kappa?
If I spent all my free time, I could do it in probably 3 weeks if I really wanted it.
Wow, that's still a good chunk of time, man.
It still takes well. Okay, now are you building? Okay, here's my question. So you're buying accounts, building them to Kappa and sell them. My first question is, what like if I bought a Kappa account from you and I wanted to go this route, like that's the end of the game. What else am I doing? Like what's the appeal to someone to want to buy the end game account?
It's really just the fact of the amount of loot that you have. It's really people. I feel like the people that really buy that can't really get anywhere in the game. And so their resort is just either buying cheats or buying from us account wise.
So
and then
go ahead.
But then there's no task left to do. There's no. I mean, right now supposedly, you know, who knows? We're like I said, we're learning as our first wipe, but supposedly they're getting close to a wipe. So what's the incentive to buy a Kappa account from you right now? And anywhere from a week to a month from now, it's wiping. People just don't think about it.
I couldn't tell you. I see people still trying to buy them in other Discords I'm in. People are still offering to buy them. I don't know why, but I mean, the money's there, so why not?
Yeah. Okay, and then the other part to that is, are you buying standard accounts or all these Kappa accounts you're trying to build up are the Edge of Darkness?
Right now, the one I'm on right now is standard, but I have a really good Russian website. I can get full access Edge of Darkness accounts for $18 and keep it forever.
I'm beside myself right now. I couldn't meet you. Couldn't meet you 2 months ago.
Shit, I spent that $100 and some odd fucking dollars on this goddamn game. Here he is getting is that $18 US, not 18 rubles?
Yeah, $18 US.
Nah, trust me, he don't tell people the website. I've tried.
No. I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know this shit. Like,
everyone says low key jealous here.
Yeah, we're all like inside, like hating you, hardcore right there on that part. But so, you know what this is really doing for me? It's like making me hate all of the other players in the game that fucking buy this shit. Like how?
Yeah, because if there's no market for you to sell this, you're not going to do it, right?
Let me tell you why cheaters will never ever go away. It's because Nikita and Tarkov make money off cheaters, off them buying standard.
So actually, I did want to talk about that because I saw you guys say the thing. We have our little tinfoil hats on, and when we think that they make money obviously off of the repetitive account buying. Obviously, new accounts have to be here and there.
Yeah.
And I feel like they don't get rid of us because they're also making money off of us. And I feel like a lot of their income comes from people like us.
Yeah, because if you're constantly selling accounts, you're constantly buying them. But if you're telling me you're buying $18 Edge of Darkness accounts, is that really...
Well, I mean, those accounts had to come from somewhere, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're stolen accounts. Okay. Like if they're stolen accounts, someone paid.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So someone's at some point. So you're buying these accounts, building them up, selling them, and then you're constantly. It's like a endless revenue for Tarkov from BSG, just getting new accounts. It's not new players. It's the same cheaters buying new accounts to build them up and sell them.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I'm not supposed to say this but I don't really care because I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna be seen. But like basically, most of the when I was telling you how cheap I got those accounts, most of them are just bought with stolen credit cards. So it's usually just they're still getting the money.
This is a ridiculous circle here. This is crazy. So
now is Tarkov the number one game that you do this with?
Definitely, yeah, because I sell rust sheets as well and stuff like that, but it's really not a big moneymaker for me. It's definitely EFTs where most of the money is.
So when you say you sell the cheats, like, did you make the cheats or did you go find them and you resell them? Like, how does that work?
So like, let's say myself, I sell one of them is abs, RU Rage, one of the ones we talked about. I buy that from someone. I buy a key for that for $5, and I'll sell that key to someone for $8 and make $3 off of it.
How often are you selling that? Like, how many are you selling in a week?
I just started selling that, so like 5 to 7. But I know people that are making like $10,000 a month off this stuff.
What the fuck?
Wait, how much a month?
10,000 or more. Those are the big boys that we buy our stuff off of.
You got another question in chat. Mizzle says, any concerns with hardware bans? Maybe with others still, but not the cheats you guys use? Like, do some of the cheats, you're worried about hardware bans, anything like that?
Even if you do get hardware banned, you just spoof.
Yeah, like right now, I'm
spoofing.
I've only been banned once on this computer. I'm not worried about being hardware banned, but I still am spoofing just in case.
As a dude who has been like anti-cheat banned upwards of, I'd say probably 30 at this point. All you need to do is spoof. There's nothing else to it, and spoofers are like hella cheap. Like I have my spoofer. I got it lifetime for $40. And it works on any game. It works on like fucking Valorant, Rust, all that shit.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So what you're basically telling me is that this is inevitable on every game. We're gonna have it. Just get used to it. It's gonna run, and everything that any of these major studios, Battle State, or any of them are telling us is just all marketing bullshit.
See, there is one thing they could do. The thing that Valorant does is, so Tarkov has tracer files that they leave in your computer even after you delete the game.
Yep.
But you can clear those easily. The thing that Valorant does is they leave like tracers in your BIOS. It's like that anti-cheat is completely in your computer. So they leave traces there. So each time you want to hardware ID spoof Valorant, you have to factory reset your computer.
Oh,
wow.
I see.
Okay, so it's not worth dealing with that then.
But you even said like Valorant would be a place where you'd be selling the cheats though, really, wouldn't it? Because like no one's really paying for Valorant boosts really carries. Yeah, so like that doesn't even not even worth your time at that point. Like you're selling them, yes. Interesting.
Now, what? Okay, no. Here's what I want to know. You said you stopped playing. You know, you play games for fun. You decided to be a hacker. Do you just like one day you get on a computer, you Google like, how can I be a hacker? And then what made you choose Tarkov as the game you decided to kind of target?
So really, I still play a couple games legit. Like I'll play Apex, stuff like that. But really, with Tarkov, the main reason I cheat is the money. That's really the only reason I cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can respect that.
And is Tarkov considered one of the more lucrative ones to get involved in because the way the game is made?
Yes, it's probably the most lucrative game in terms.
Now, now that you're in this inner circle, I want to know because we left the game because it was the worst. Warzone, Call of Duty. Where is that on the scale of on the ranking? Like, is it lucrative? Is that like the biggest moneymaker? Is it not really?
Definitely. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's a lot of money being made. But every cheating Discord you go in, there's always an unlocker, always Warzone cheats. Like that's the main game that you can get anything in.
Also, there's a lot of Warzone cheats for free.
Yeah.
So it's not lucrative because you can just get them for free. It's that easy.
Exactly. Yeah.
So their marketing campaign about this fucking Ricochet bullshit is even worse.
No, Ricochet sucks worse than Battle.
Ricochet punishes the good players. That's the main thing. Because if somebody is just good and they're hitting all of their shots, then they'll get punished by the anti-cheat.
I've seen that.
Yeah. All right, here's my other, and you don't have to drop any names. I don't want to throw it out there, but in your Discord circles, how many people do you see come and go that are legit big time streamers?
I was actually gonna bring this up. I'm not gonna drop any names, obviously, like you said. I am in a variety of Discords ranging from no one's on Twitch to thousands of followers, and they genuinely know I cheat, play with me, and I'm in their Discords like high up and sell to them and their friends.
And they're like big time streamers with followers, partners, all that.
I wouldn't say like huge, but yeah, it's like thousands. I think the most I'm in is probably like a 20,000 follower.
Wow. I just wouldn't feel legit at that point. No offense to them. Like, hey, do your own, but like,
do what you want. But the moment one of them get caught, your channel's done.
Yeah.
Like you build up this following, and then you're done.
This one guy.
You go.
Oh well, I was gonna say this one guy. I was just being really nice to him. I killed his buddies, and he started like freaking out and getting really upset. And then I felt bad, so I was like, okay, this guy's actually getting upset in front of me. So I gave him all his stuff back, and then he let me in his Discord, and I play with them, sell stuff to him. It's just like it's just that simple. Like I don't know. I could go on forever.
Wow.
So like that's so interesting because sometimes like you watch these streamers and they'll introduce like a couple of people and then there's always someone with them they're running through and they're always in their squad. So like technically one of those people could be like cheating and helping them through all of these things.
Oh yeah, I've cheated a bunch of times while like on streams with people
to help them get dubs and stuff.
And like sorry.
Nah, you go.
Well, I'll say also a lot of our cheats are stream proof as well, so a lot of streamers could use their cheat theoretically on their stream and it's stream proof, so no one's gonna see it while watching them. And like also for us, like I could if I wanted to, like I'm doing right now, if I screen share my screen, you'll be able to see my cheat, but if I was to screen share my game directly, you wouldn't be able to see anything. You would think I'm legit.
Yeah, that's what Miz was asking. So, he said he's answering my question right now. He said it's easy for a streamer to hide the use of hacks.
So easily, dude. So easily.
What about you see those streamers that like accidentally close their window and the hack is sitting up there?
You gotta be like A-level stupid.
Like,
all right. Now,
awesome.
I didn't realize it until we started getting a little bit more into this. And now Ender is a big tournament fan. He loves the esports side of things. He loves the competitive side, whether it's Halo, Call of Duty, and now we're starting to watch, Tarkov tournaments. Is the cheating and the hacking really toxic with the tournaments? Like, if as a new player, is it just pointless if you're not cheating to try to play in a tournament?
So, like, Invasion just had that question. Like, was this guy cheating for that? Like, again, don't name drop or anything, but like, do you see it there?
You definitely in the lower level tournaments, yeah, but in the one you're talking about, where like I forgot his name, but where like Tweak and One Peg started making videos on him,
I don't
think that guy was cheating. Not at all. I don't.
Like when you broke down the video and you like went back over, because I looked at it too and I was like, there's no way he's cheating. He's just a better player than that one tool that made the first video saying he was cheating. But like, so you're saying like lower level tournaments, when you're just starting to get into it, you're going to see it a lot.
That's probably because they're not checking it either.
But they also just had the one Halo guy got hit on stage. Like they pulled him off a stage because he had him on.
Yeah. Okay. That's a question I want to know. How are these guys cheating on tournaments where they're going to stages or stadiums, they're plugging into a random computer? How is that happening?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Some tournaments you're allowed to bring your own PC. That's how it happens.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what happened with, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Forsaken, Optic India.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he brought his own PC and
so that's because that was the Halo tournament.
No, that was CS:GO.
Oh, CS:GO. You're right. CS:GO. You're yeah. Because like he did not want them to come over there. Like he was like trying to hold on to it.
Oh yeah.
So they were allowed to bring their own PCs there. So when like they flipped over,
you're just asking for cheaters. What a dumb tournament setup.
So but so like when COD tournament switched from being played on like the PlayStations over to PC, like that's like a big deal now. Like they could be cheating on this.
Well, I mean, especially like even in Fortnite and stuff, like online tournaments, it's so easy to cheat on and make money. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've seen like cash cups in Fortnite and stuff. My friend cheated on those, made like $500 and a couple cash cups.
Especially the low money tournament entries, because they're not going to waste their time checking all that, right? It's not till you're the top tier tournaments where somebody's
exactly.
I'm personally in a Discord where there sells a bunch of Fortnite cheats, and they have a channel specifically for posting their tournament winnings, and they make so much money off of it.
Oh my god.
And that's just to convince people to want to buy more of the cheats, right? I'm sure.
Yeah,
It's like an incentive.
yeah.
That is insane. This is crazy. Like I know it's there, but then when you dig into this a little bit deeper, you're like, this is an entire.
It's a lot. It's like an underground thing that's way deeper than you think.
Like, I'm not even smart. Like, we're too old to even fucking understand half this shit. Like there's no way we'd even be able to figure it out.
Speaking of like the whole cheating shit, like streamers cheating, have you guys seen that shit about Landmark using radar? What do you guys think of that?
So I don't watch his streams,
But I've heard them talk about
I
it.
have heard them talk about it, and I have seen some videos on like where they're like talking about his eyes like looking at another screen or something like that. But I don't really understand what radar is to like even have an opinion. Like,
So,
I don't know.
like one of the, I saw radar myself. All it is the
It's a
radar
big
that I sell and a ton of other people sell. I could set it up on my phone, laptop, iPad, whatever I want. I put it on that next to my computer, and it shows everyone on the map what they have. It's like ESP and radar. Like it's all it is. And I can put it on a separate computer, and we'll never get caught.
I mean, yeah,
And it's connecting it to your
It's connected to my game. So I have two PCs right next to each other, a monitor for each. I'm playing Tarkov on my main PC, and I'll have the radar, and it'll be actively showing the map for the game on my main computer.
so
I
is
just have
it-
to hook it up.
Oh wow, yeah. So I've never really watched his stream, so I don't know. Like I would be the worst person to say like, oh, he's doing.
I've watched him a little bit. I mean, he's go the whole time.
I mean, I've seen a couple of them. I've watched his videos. Sometimes it does seem like he knows where people are going to be before they're there, and some of his pre-fires are like, man, I wouldn't have known that. But again, like this is my first wipe, so I don't know.
Yeah,
what,
I mean, this
like,
guy's been
good
playing for a long
looks like.
time. It's hard to.
I mean, he's on
it's
right
hard
now.
to-
I can see he's on right now. Like, but for us, it's kind of hard to like know, like, is he cheating? Is this guy not cheating? Because we haven't played the game for that long to get a feel for it. But you know, like when you shot me, like I was sus there. I was like, I was sprinting and I got shot top of head. Like that's when I kind of question it. Like, oh, that's a great shot, or yeah, he was cheating.
Wait, no. When you shot him, you insta shot him. When you shot me, were you just trying to mess with me? Like, could you have headshot me if you wanted to, or did you miss?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
if I
remember.
wanted to. So the
Yeah.
thing is, I waited for. So like I said, I was only using ESP to kill your friend. I just shot him in the head, and I waited for
shot.
him to get off. I waited for you to get off your report string because I was debating on if I wanted to kill your friend or not. So that's why I was waiting for you to get off the point where you could report me. And then when you did that, that's when I started blacking out his legs.
So
So
like,
you were shooting me in certain areas. You were just trying to fuck with me.
Yeah, I purposely blacked out your legs to fuck with you. That's what I do with most streamers. Is I'll black out their legs and make them walk across the map, then I'll kill them.
what a dick.
That's what I did say. I was like, he's probably just waiting for me to heal,
He did.
and I'm
He
gonna
did
try to
say-
limp my ass away.
I was sitting
And then
there
all I
going,
hear,
waste
I hear
of-
this voice come through. Nice hairline. I was like, this motherfucker is watching my stream. I was like, man, why you gotta make fun of me? Listen, I spent half my
So
life
hold on,
working
so
on a
hold on.
beach.
You were only
I'm losing
using-
hair.
So you're only
I'm
using
losing
ESP.
hair. I can't help it.
Hey, stop, old man. I'm talking. So you were only using ESP when you shot me?
Yeah.
Fucking nice shot, dude.
I mean, yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. I mean,
I'm just saying that was a nice shot.
yeah.
So that's no aim assist, nothing.
Yeah, so basically, like, going back on it, with the cheat that I use, my aimbot doesn't, it says it's shooting at head, but it shoots you in your upper chest and your head. So that's why it also is not that easy to detect, because it's not shooting just head like most of the other cheats.
Gotcha.
And, like, what most of us use is we have, like, 2x speed, blue DSP, we can see all the good stuff, we can filter items, we can do all this other stuff. And so, yeah, we can change our FOV, everything.
Dude, I'd be so interested just to like walk through a raid like with that view.
God damn, nice shot, bro.
Yeah, just to see what it looked like.
to see what it looked like.
I mean, it seems like it's so much information on your screen.
That's fucking amazing. Well,
If you really want to, I'm streaming in Discord. If you really want, you can watch me play, but...
oh no. I mean, like, I appreciate that you guys even took the time to come talk to us about this. Like that's really cool. Like, I want to not like you, but I do like you guys. I'm actually like, I don't like anyone that buys anything from you. I hope your business goes away. Nothing against you guys, but I just hope you don't have a business someday, which you're always going to.
I completely understand it, man. Trust me, I used to be the same way. I have no hate towards you in regards to that.
So that's freaking awesome. Well, I mean, I think I got all my questions in. James, you got anything else you want to talk
Yeah,
about?
unless there's anybody else in chat that has any more questions. This is you guys kind of your last chance. I know quite a few people that have jumped in that play and have been giving us some views on our podcast and the news channels you've been making.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
I think-
go ahead.
Is everybody in your group, is everybody young? Is everybody under the age of like 20?
I don't know
I'm
anyone
15.
above the age of 20 in this stuff.
Wow.
Because we're too dumb. We try to do this shit legit.
Oh, so US Bobber asks, should they just separate console and PCs? Do you guys work or sell cheats that work on console? Is that harder to do because it's closed off?
It
We
is harder to
could.
do.
It is harder. We
You need
could,
a
but we just
fully,
don't.
like jailbreaked. What's it called? Not jailbreak, but you need like fully changed system in order to
Yeah.
do that.
And you're just risking them breaking it, right?
It's just too much work.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
there's
really,
no-
like, just
there's
not
no
worth
good way
the
to
effort.
do it.
Mizzle says, I don't think I have any questions, but I'll have 10 more after they leave.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's how it is. They'll come to all of us.
So we'll keep in touch with you guys. So whenever like Battle State comes out with something, or one of these guys come out with some kind of like, here's the new anti-cheat, like we would love to be like, dude, let's go talk to these guys. Let's see what's really going on, and if this is like legit or not. Because I love having this perspective, because all the time we spend playing these games, we don't really have that perspective of like, is this helping? And that's where I was like saying in the last podcast, like I want to see data that this is helping, because I don't believe you. I believe you're just hurting the game for everybody else that wants to play, and you guys are making that legit point.
Sorry to interrupt you, but the RMT changes, it only helped or only hurt newer players. It only hurt newer players with friends and stuff that want to help them.
That's what I said, James. You didn't believe me. You're like, no, give it time.
I said give it time. I said, look, you just have to at least give it time and see if anything's happening. I think we've given it time and nothing's happening. It's making it worse.
Yeah.
I just said don't make judgment till you give it time. But it does seem like it's making it worse, because they're just wiping lobbies now because if I'm gonna pay you money to get a bunch of loot, you gotta make sure, like, okay, here's the final, at least one of my final questions. If I pay you, like, say I just want a bunch of top tier loot, what is that going to cost me?
The usual prices you'll see is for a standard map like Customs, Reserve, Interchange, and Shoreline. You'll see about $4 to $5 to go into a raid with someone like me. I'll kill the whole lobby, give you anything you want. And then usually it'll be about $6 or $7 to take you to Lighthouse or Labs.
Hold on.
So for only $7, you can take me to Labs, and you'll clear the lobby. You'll help me find all the loot, and you'll make sure I get out.
Yeah, and so because this new RMT update, what we can do now is we'll give you all the valuables, like the Bitcoins, GPs, all that stuff, and then because there's no anti-RMT against guns and armor or anything, so we'll just give you all that in a different raid. Like, we'll just go factory nighttime, we'll give it to you, we'll extract. That's all it is.
So one of our guys just say, fuck it, do you take Venmo? So I have a question. Why is such a price difference between Customs and them, and the Labs and Shoreline?
And why is it only like $1 difference?
Yeah.
It's more of just because since it's a higher tier place, more, I guess, in using this word, more Chads will go to Lighthouse, or on Lighthouse you have the rogues, all that.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little harder to clear it.
It's mainly just time.
Time consuming. Okay, but if you go in and you die, or I die, do we go back in? You do it until you get me out?
Like with how I do it, if you die or I die, I'll give you another one for free.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So like with my people, when they buy off me, if I die, if they bought 3, I'll give them 4 or 5 instead.
And how long does it take to typically take someone into, I don't know, what's the most time consuming map? What, Lighthouse?
Easily.
Okay,
Lighthouse.
so how long does it take to take someone in there, wipe it, get them all the stuff they want, and get out?
It mainly takes probably about, I'd say, 20 to 25 minutes, because most people don't have the high skills to be able
run
to move
faster.
fast.
Okay. So now, is it worth $7 for 25 minutes of work?
Hey man, thousands of people think it is.
But like, okay, at most you're doing 2 an hour, and that's pushing it, right? If you're doing top tier, so it's $14 an hour.
Well, not a lot of people buy carries on Lighthouse. It's kind of like it's not a very picked map for
Yeah,
carries.
it's more.
Yeah,
only
it's mainly
50
labs, and
quests,
especially this late into wipe, the market definitely dives down. I still have people that buy stuff. Like one of the things that I can sell RMT is ammo, because all I have to do is take all the ammo from an ammo box and put it in a raid bag, and I'll give it to someone. I sell those for $9 to $10 per, and I sell a couple of those a week as well.
Cool. So,
Jesus.
but like labs, you guys could wipe labs in like a matter of
easily.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's the whole thing. Is like labs is fast.
Yeah, and like with the one cheat that I was talking about before, where you can just shoot the ground, it'll kill everyone on the map. It'll just ricochet off everything.
Now, is that just all the PMCs, or that's scavs? Bro, that's everybody.
Yeah, that's everything.
Because like labs have the raiders, so like.
Now, can you see? Now, obviously, at least I think I could be totally wrong. Scavs spawn in throughout the map, right?
Yeah.
As you're playing, does that pops up for you guys, and you know immediately as soon as someone spawns?
Yes.
Fuck.
I'm
playing this
literally
game wrong.
What the fuck am I on?
Yeah, and like it definitely sounds like our conversation's gonna end soon. I was gonna say, if you guys want, I'm not gonna take it personally. Like I said, I was with you guys. I used to hate people like me. If you ever want to talk to us or anything, you can keep us in here, or you can ban us. I really don't care.
No, you guys can stay
we're
in.
gonna keep you in here. We're gonna definitely.
Yeah, you can stay in the server for sure.
Because that's another thing I like to do is like chill streamers that I meet. I'll generally like they always have questions for me, like you guys did.
Yeah,
they always
no.
do.
Like this isn't gonna stop us from playing the game. Like it isn't gonna we don't get pit. We've been doing this a long fucking time. Like we've been playing games a long time. We've been dying to cheaters. We've been doing this for a while. So it's not like I'm not gonna go rage out here and do all this kind of stuff. But you're proving to me what I suspected over the course of time is like
some of our guesses, you guys are making it obvious. Like that's the answer. What we thought is the answer.
Yeah, what we thought is the answer. It's like, one, they're doing a terrible job at stopping you guys from doing this. Valorant's doing a pretty good idea, but you can get around it. It's a little bit harder. And then the other side to it is, it's just the people that are playing that are buying from you guys that are the problem. You know, if they would just stop buying it, you guys wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, dude. Like if
people stop buying it, there would still be a lot of people cheating, because a lot of us do it purely for fun.
But I'm okay. Fun. I'm okay with that. Like I get you're never gonna get rid of it.
Oh, but are you? I mean, here.
No,
here's my question about that.
I'm gonna be upset about it, and it's gonna piss me off. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go in.
No, but how is it fun? That I mean, you're jumping into a game and no one can stop you.
Like here, I'll give my little story real quick. I was completely legit in this game for a couple months on my old account before I got banned because I was being an idiot.
You put in the real college effort. I see that.
I did put it in. I really did for a while, and then I started talking to one of my friends who was an active cheater, carrier, booster, all this, and he was like, "I'll invite you to this private cheat, and you can come partner with me, and we can sell stuff together." I was like, "All right, I'll make money while playing," and that's how I got into this. I genuinely do have fun in this game, legit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, I get where you're going with that, James, and like, so it's for us. We always have this debate of, you know, we play games like a game like Tarkov. We play a game like Tarkov because we like the grind, we like the struggle, we like all of this stuff. But again, like you were saying, like someone comes in and buys these cheats, and or like you guys come in and play, like, isn't half the game gone for you? Like it can't be fun anymore. There's no way.
Yeah, like, so my huge thing, like you just said, is definitely the whole grinding part. That's what I love. Like, yes, some of my enjoyment is definitely gone, but still being able to do tasks and talk to people like the people I'm in here with, like, we'll be in a VC just messing around playing for a couple hours, and then I also get the task at the same time, and that's what still keeps me going.
But like, are you really are you really doing the?
But
task?
there's no.
Like it wasn't. You knew exactly where we were, or you knew exactly what we were gonna do. Like, we have to go out. We have to, and you've played it legit before. So like, how is it more like? To me, it feels like it's more fun to do it legit, knowing I went out there and did it, than like, oh well, here's where everyone is on the map, and let me just go do this, and I'm done with that task. Like that just doesn't seem like it would be interesting
like,
at all.
Like I'm not a big. I like first-person shooters. I like third-person shooters too. But like something like Elden Ring that just came out. Everybody loves their Souls games. Elden Ring, great. The whole like, you see these YouTube videos of I made it all the way through Elden Ring without dying. That kind of mentality appeals to me in a game like Tarkov. Trying to start Tarkov, and if I die at all, I have to wipe my account and start completely over. But basically, everything I'm learning tonight it would be literally impossible.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're guaranteed to run into a cheater probably like once a day.
You're guaranteed to run into a cheater, or you're guaranteed to, like, even if they're not blatantly rage cheating, you run into people like me and probably more than you realize. Like, when you're playing with cheats, you realize that a lot more people than you think are actually cheating. Because people will, like, wiggle at you through fucking walls and shit.
Yeah, that's what a lot of cheaters do to each other. Is we'll wiggle at each other.
How often do you guys run in and to wipe a lobby to help carry someone, and there's other cheaters in there?
A lot.
Oh, a lot.
All the time.
Back when...
Can you tell that... Yeah, someone just asked in chat. Can you tell that another cheater's in there by what they're... Because your cheat
it's,
their cheat?
It's all by movement is really usually what it is. Or like us, or like a level 5 inside of labs or something is what we'll say is the cheater as well.
Yeah, or we also have like KD at ESP. So if they have like I have a screenshot of somebody with a 367 KD, I believe.
367 KD. How is that
and
not
like,
just insta-ban? Like how the fuck?
Because Battle Eye is shit. There's no other reason. It's just a horrible anti-cheat.
Damn.
And like, I don't know. One of the other things I was gonna answer 2 things in your chat actually. One of the things that Mizzle asked was if we can see the bosses and stuff, and yeah, we can see everything, bosses, this and that. And then the other thing that I really hate is when people always say that we just have a skill issue and that's why we cheat. It's because like I hate when people say that. It's not always skill issue. Like I put 15,000 hours into Rust. I could rock people in that game. It just got boring, and I consider myself very good at FPS games, but I at this point I would cheat for fun or money, and so I hate the argument of instantly calling someone ass because they cheat.
But I feel like that argument is hold on. But I feel like that argument is valid to the people you're selling your cheats to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're kind of at the top of the food chain, right? So you got to think about it from our perspective when we're constantly running into the cheaters. That I mean, you watch. I mean, Jesus. How many times has Tim the Tapman or Dr. Disrespect or Nick Merckx come across a cheater in Warzone? They watch them play out their game. The motherfucker can't even slide cancel. But yet they're out there just standing in the middle, guns swinging in the air, killing everybody. Like, those are the people I think someone like Killer Penguin is talking about.
Yeah, but just to get back to what you said about top of the food chain, none of us in here are top of the food chain. Top of the food chain are the people that buy directly from the devs.
Or
that is none of us.
Yeah, so like to give perspective on how much it costs. So let's say
Well, I think we were saying top of the food chain as in like
you're selling cheats to people, so you're doing it for a business side. You're not just doing it to cheat.
You go play the game and be really, really good at the game. One of the top, a very good player. We're saying that the people that buy from you guys are those ass noobs that we fucking hate.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
They can't do anything.
For sure, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Like that's what pisses me off. Is like what you're saying. It's like in Call of Duty, you see a guy that can't even fucking slide cancel, yet he's sniping me from across the fucking map. Like that's why we left the game. That and the terrible dev decisions of the whole thing called Caldera. But anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, I was just gonna say it's kind of off topic, but to put in, I guess, into perspective on how much this stuff can cost sometimes. Is for certain cheats we can get what's called a panel, and we can generate an infinite amount of keys for that cheat ourselves, so we don't have to buy it off anyone. And those usually cost anywhere from $400 to $800 per panel.
So then you just have infinite keys, just
go. Infinite. Or like for one of the ones RU Rage that I resell, it costs me. I have the panel, but it still costs me money to generate that key.
Okay. So in that sense, you have these cheats, and I know you've said some of them, like 3 years, it hadn't been detected. But let's say in a game that has a better anti-cheat or something that's a little bit better, like how long before a cheat gets detected to where you guys have to go buy something new?
It very much depends on the cheat.
It just depends, yeah, on the cheat. There's
And
usually for the bypass, they'll use certain drivers, and it really just depends on when that gets detected. It's really just about having a good dev who can keep their cheat updated and pass the anti-cheat. It's all it is.
Yeah. The only time you get detected pretty much no matter what eventually is crack cheats.
Yeah, crack
Because
cheats
those
and then
drivers don't get updated.
ESP in Tarkov is detected like every other week. If you buy just ESP, that's always detected.
Do they just like run a sweep of it once a week or something like that?
Well, no, basically, fuck, what was I? Oh, wait, that's completely off topic. But chams, which is basically like players being kind of glowy, like they glow through walls, like they're highlighted, not
Yeah,
the
wall
box
hacks.
that you see. Yeah, wall hacks, but not like the box or anything.
Okay. I don't
Like
I understand, bro.
Like you see the outline of the
yeah.
actual player.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so like with more ragey cheats, you can see their whole skeleton in their body, you can see their arms, hands, like everything move as well. It's kind of funky sometimes.
Well, I don't
Dude,
know if
how
I
are
have
you
any more
okay?
questions, Ender. What about you? I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of it, so. Or maybe Ender's so dumbfounded he muted himself. Who knows? Or he muted us and he's. One guy in our chat says, "Damn, now I want to try this."
Oh, don't, dude. Cheating has been.
Well,
a
we're
little
all
bit-
old. I mean, he's
Yeah.
almost as old as I am. That's one of my other partners in our Last Choice Network here. We run about 6 or 7 different podcasts.
Yeah, and also
Oh.
I feel like a lot of it too is definitely people who just don't have the time as well that buy. Not just
Oh, yeah.
not just people who are bad at the game, because I run into a lot of people who, like one guy that buys from me, he works 14, 15 hours a day, and he doesn't have the time to spend on this game to get as good or as much loot as other people, so he'll buy cheats off me, carries, this and that. And yeah.
Oh wow! So apparently, Ender's internet just crashed.
No. It's unfortunate.
Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
try to
yeah.
get a audio. I'm gonna try to wrap it up for us so he has some sort of audio feed to put at the end. So I'm gonna grab the record here. But listen, guys, it sucks that you killed us, and obviously, I hate
sorry, bro.
I hate that I enjoy talking to you guys, and I'm sure we can have a follow.
I think I'm back.
Oh, you're back. I was gonna do
I
a
think I'm back.
closing for you.
No, I'm sorry about that. Like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like, we're having really bad storms where I live, so I think like.
I
something
mean, maybe
happened.
you got caught for the hacking you were doing. I don't know.
Yeah, I was hacking, or yeah, I was doing that. So I am back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else. Like,
No, that's what I
else
was
do you
saying. I was
got,
going to
man?
wrap it up. I was going to wrap it up for you so you had some sort of close to the end, but you're back, so you can do that, sir.
Yeah, well, again, thank you guys. We're definitely going to leave you here. We would love to hear you from there. And again, you know, follow us. You know, we have the SCAV Report podcast. We got the SCAV Report on YouTube. Our Last Choice Network has a bunch of other podcasts. I don't know if you're interested in any of them, but go take a look at that. But thanks for taking the time with us. This has been awesome to kind of get the perspective from you guys on what you're doing. And, you know, anytime we hear something about like new anti-cheats, because we also do another podcast that's just more on gaming in general, where we go over more of just what's going on in the industry. Like, I'd love to get your guys' perspective on some of these things where they talk about cheating and anti-cheats and all that kind of stuff. So, again, thank you for taking the time. Yeah, I love you, but I hate you all at the same time.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, no problem, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you
All
too.
right. See you guys. Thank you.
See ya.
It's kind of funny. You see these videos on YouTube, Ender, and it's always like the top streamers are the only ones that get to talk to these guys. So, you know, these guys obviously getting, you know, probably help us get a little bit of screen time, which is, you know, we didn't have to buy a hack or cheat from them to get that.
I mean, dude, they're legit.
And in all fairness, in their business plan, they're losing money by talking with us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't as much as like it's pretty awesome. Like I really want to like talk to these guys and like let's figure out a better business plan here, guys. Like your time per hour is a little low. Like we can make this better. Like the business side of me in my head is like I think we can make this better, guys. Come on. And then I'm like, shut up, you idiot! Stop thinking that way. You're making it worse for yourself.
Mizzle says later, good luck in your carries. And Penguin says, bro, they could talk and play and still wipe lobbies.
That's good.
It's true. They were basically saying.
Oh no, what they were saying is there's nothing to stop us from killing them. Like you could have shot him and killed him. He did say that.
Yeah.
So like if you turned and pulled the trigger and headshot it, I'm like,
yeah, because I thought about
dropped.
it just for the clip and the laugh, but then they said he's shaking his head up and down that he was willing to come and talk to us, and I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity.
Bobber, we definitely need to get with these kids. They're fucking selling themselves short. There's an empire here waiting. Like we can turn these guys into the big daddies that are going out there. Like, come on, you I know you have some ties over in Russia. All right, come on, let's figure this shit out.
Bobber and Shadow, we need to this weekend or next weekend. I'll reach out to the guys and see if one of them want to come on as we bring back the Last Choice Gamecast, and that could be our return episode. Just talking to them about the hacking world and how easy it is and what games are using it and stuff like that. But it'd be very insightful. You know, you've got Shadow who like can call out a cheater with a blindfold on, and you with your marketing background, maybe you are gonna change the way they have a business
I'm telling
model.
you, like there's selling themselves short, and I think we can grow this. We got this.
I don't know if that's the thing. Empire opportunity.
Hey, dude, you take what you can get.
I mean,
dude,
the other thing I found interesting is that he was like, they point blank said no one was over the age of 20.
Oh, fuck your NHG.com.
Like the fact that no one's over the age of 20 just kind of is mind blowing to me. Not that I think that they're not smart and they can't figure it out. I mean, their whole lives computers have been around, right? So that's all they know. Or for me, like I didn't see a computer besides playing the Oregon Trail until I was 20.
Well, like if you really think about it, and I believe him 100%. Like I think what you got is you have probably a legit player that knows how to play the game and got bored with it, has a friend that says, hey, you're playing every day, you want to make some money while you're doing it, and like, yeah, why not? Fuck, let's go ahead and do that, and then it turns into something. Like I see the progression there, and everything at that point, and it's just like, yeah, we might as well do it while we're young, because like I got too much to lose. Like at this point of like career and all the other shit. That's how prostitutes report. Yeah. But I got too much to lose now to be like all of a sudden be the guy, oh, you're cheating and something like I'm too worried about all the other repercussions that could happen to me. Like in my mind, I got kids. Like the last thing I want to do is sit down and like, see if my cheats are working on my game. Like I want to actually play the game. But now what you're telling me is like the game that we chose, we just have to accept we're going to die because there's cheaters all over the place.
The thing that's the most disappointing to me is that, even at 18, 19 years old, maybe some of them are younger, that it's a joke what Nikita's going out and saying. And if you've got older teenagers, people not even 21 saying that, yeah, they're not even trying to stop us. Like
it proves our point that
I'm not trying to put
off these kids.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to put Nikita. Listen, Escape from Tarkov, Battle State, all the top games they mentioned it. Valorant, like it's across the board, right? Whether it's Activision, I mean, Activision's endless money, especially with Microsoft coming on, and they still can't stop cheaters.
But now I want to know, like now it takes me to the complete other side of like, all right, can we talk to one of your devs that's trying to stop this? Because we got these guys saying you guys suck, and you're not trying, and you're not doing it. Like, what's really going on your side? Like, can you explain to me like why these guys think you're a fucking joke?
But maybe it is that's because they know they're making money. Maybe they're not trying.
No, but again, like I don't know that, and that would be like my question to ask on the other side is just like, hey, these guys are saying they think you make money off of them. They think you're not trying because they're getting around all this stuff. Like, are you really like, are you really trying? Like, what's going on?
I mean, Bob, I see what you're saying, separating PC and console. It's not that. I mean, yeah, but
I mean, from
like
what
a game
they
like
said,
the game we're playing right now,
stop.
Escape from Tarkov, isn't on console.
No, but he's not wrong. Like if they separated that in Call of Duty, which they have enough player base to be able to do it, your console side wouldn't have as many cheaters. Like they even
But
said
I think,
that. Like, it's not worth
one
it.
of the biggest issues is they're afraid it'll kill it. It'll start to dwindle the player base because people like playing. You can be on Xbox or PlayStation and run into the Tims and the Nicks and whoever else these top streamers are. And if you're on console and now all of a sudden you're not going to run across any of the streamers or try to play against them or watch them,
my question is
now. Do I think it's going to kill Call of Duty? No, obviously I'm not stupid, but it does.
But if one of these consoles, like let's say, and it's not going to be in this one, let's say the next console really focuses on being something that's easy to stream from, and then you're going to cut down. You're easy to stream from. You can play on console. You have keyboard support, which the Xbox already does, and you could play it from that. And you're not going to run into any cheaters. Like, wouldn't you think like a Tim or Doc would want to do that?
What, switch to console?
Yeah, so they know they're not running into cheaters anymore.
I don't think so. Just because it's just a pain in the ass to set up your stream.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they focused on it streaming. Like I'm gonna build this box around being able to stream. That's a big thing in here. We're gonna make it easy. It's a one plug into the back of your PC that you have and you're done. Like it's easy to do it from it. Like if you really focused on that, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's not this console. It's not gonna happen. It has to be whatever the next gen is.
Yeah, but the problem is any game that comes out that's a locked ecosystem. We talked about this the other day. Why is it so hard for Escape from Tarkov can be run on a system that has way worse specs than an Xbox Series X, but
you're going into things that I'm not talking about there. Like I'm just saying, these guys play one fucking game, and all they do is fucking bitch about the hackers in the game. You're telling me that. If I have a box that makes it super easy for me to stream from, and I know I can't get a lot of hackers on it because of the closed ecosystem that I'm going to play, why wouldn't I do that? Like, that's me asking for them to continue to do it. Like, okay, I'm hurting myself there more than helping.
I mean,
like if I can stream just as easy from that box and not run any hackers, I'd go back and be playing on my console.
I mean, Mizzle says, let's be fair. It's one group's opinion, though I believe it. But while Battlestate shifted it from RMT to carry, some may have dropped off and stopped because it's not as easy. You'll never get rid of it, but it will change the dynamic and perhaps other factors.
Again, not saying that's not true, Mizzle. Like you're right. We have one perspective from it, but the funny thing is that they kind of lines up with what I believe from working in a software business for the last 21 years of my life, understanding how like the development process works and all these things. These guys are talking exactly the way that I think in my mind, and it's lining up. So I believe that Battlestate is trying to do some changes, and the RMT was to combat that. And it obviously they're not making as much money anymore.
But
because if you look at the cost, but they're going to find ways around it.
Okay, Ender, here's my question to you. Is you said something on the last podcast when we were talking about this, and you talked about did the RMT shift happen because Nikita was just pissed off people are making money on his game?
I'm not sure why it happened. No.
Because you think about it, the RMT doesn't promote buying more accounts. The carry does.
Correct. The carry does. I mean, I didn't want to say that conspiracy right there. You said it. Are
you so happy I'm like joining the dark side here?
I mean, I am. I have a smile on my face. You can't see it, but I have a smile on my face right now. I'm like, this motherfucker's starting to think like me. I'm rubbing off.
Yeah, where's Isaac? I need Isaac. Isaac, defend me.
Come on. Honestly, I don't think he would do something like that for it. I think there's some underlying reasons, and they were trying to cut down on RMT. And I think they probably thought that this was going to, kind of like what Mizzle said. It probably just dropped a group of people because, I don't really want to try this, or it makes it harder for people to get into it or something there. But I mean, they already lifted the ban a little bit. Like, look at it. The Twitterverse out there got so pissed off that now they extended your ability to have that. Now, can you imagine what it's going to be like with like, let's say the Lighthouse Trader is an in-game trader, and you can only get certain loot from the in-game trader. And now these motherfuckers are going to be rolling in, wiping it, and buying the loot off the in-game trader.
Yeah.
And none of us are ever going to be able to get to them because we're going to be getting shot in the back by some kind of like.
And if they try, I mean,
there.
some of the rumors is they're trying to make all of them in-game traders, right? Because they're making the full body.
Yeah.
Showing. So then.
Yeah. Now you have a trader carry, and you're trying to get through over to the traders for it. So like it's almost one of those things of like it's a never-ending cycle, no matter what they do, and whenever you have an ecosystem like this. I think there's just not a lot.
I've seen some interviews. I used to be a big Destiny player. I still play it occasionally, but that used to be all I played, and obviously a lot of Warzone. And I've seen devs from Raven Software and Bungie get on, and they talk about how just fucking depressing it is for them to see their game just get riddled with hackers. Because I truly believe like not every dev can like. Their job one is not to combat the hackers because their job is to build the art or their job is to build this, and they build these beautiful games. At the end of the day,
we should never stop recording.
You can hate. I'm still live, so you can pull this. I'll pull this and send it to you if you want.
Yeah.
So you see, you made me lose my thought here.
I'm sorry. I was just like, well, this is a great conversation.
Yeah, no, fuck. What was I trying to say?
Now, how much they hate getting.
Yeah. So they hate this. Yeah. So it's like and you can hate Caldera. Caldera is beautiful looking. It sucks to play, but it's beautiful. Verdansk is beautiful. The Escape from Tarkov game is beautiful in some areas. When they added the dynamic weather,
well,
and then
it's also beautiful in the shitty areas.
Yeah, so some of these people put their. You know, I was thinking about today. I was doing a scav run on Interchange, and as I was running out, the way the sun was hitting, you've got the reflection coming off a puddle inside the mall, and I'm looking around the mall, and everything just looks amazing, right? It looks really, 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 really cool. And I was thinking about that game that everyone thinks looks too good to be true. It's that the day before, or whatever it is. It's like third person, kind of looks like The Division. It's the survival game that keeps getting delayed and keeps getting pushed back. I think it's either the day after, the day before.
The day after, something like that.
And I was like, this game has that. This game looks like that. You go into the mall, it looks like that. Not as detailed, but those games already exist. And the people that put some of the people making these games, the amount of time and effort that they put to make these games, it's heartbreaking to me for them.
Yeah, now I want to ask them that question. Like, do you ever feel bad that you have people that put their lives into making these games, and because you just became bored with it, you're gonna riddle it with hackers and basically destroy what they made and the world that they're trying to bring in and the universe that they're trying to create by basically ravaging it to the point to where some of it's just not playable and people are leaving the game and can't enjoy it. Like that to me. You bring up an amazing point there that I did not think about and I have not thought about from the guys that build the game perspective. And yeah, like I have built a lot of, I haven't built it myself, but I've managed many teams that have built a lot of software. And like, dude, I would feel like shit if someone came in and just like ripped it apart and made it not work or just shat on it the way that it kind of feels like these guys are doing at that point. And especially like, making tons of money off of my hard work by ravaging the game. Like it's not like the way like we want to make money off of the game of we enjoy it, we love it, we're going to make content on it, we're going to give you our feedback, we want you to grow. Like that's how we want to we would love to make our money off of doing that for this game. Like, I would love to be, an advocate behind this game and get more people into it, get them playing, grow the community and all of that. And then here you have this other side that's like, yeah, well, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm just going to go in here and destroy all of that with the hacks that I do and make it just not fun for people anymore. And that's a great point, and I would love to ask that question.
Yeah, no, I think if after maybe on that Gamecast, if we can get one of them to come on and be a guest and try to keep them anonymous. You know, I don't want to. No, I'm not
going to bring any names or anything. Like I that's why I did audio only and make it something like that. And we'll just, you know, I didn't say any names or anything in there in order to do that. Like I don't like it's like we got our insider track. Like I'm not going to lose it right now. Come on, man. We got insiders. We're making it in this world when you got an insider. Like you don't lose your lead. No one gives away their sources. Come on, son.
I do want to talk about the fact that your luck is so bad in this game.
I know.
They killed you, but just fucked with me and let me live.
You're only like 20 meters away from me. It wasn't like you were far. I know. I get fucking shot, and I'm like, oh, that was quick. I get shot by this dude, and they're over there just fucking with you the whole time. But honestly, the look on your face while they were fucking with you, you were so pissed.
Yeah, I was mad when he came in. Pissed. He gave me vibes of like a very bad trash talker. Like I was like, man, he's coming in talking about my hairline, so he's clearly watching my stream. That's how I figured out because he made the hairline joke, and I was like, this motherfucker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, this fucker's watching my stream. And then, but then he's, you know, they F this, N-word this a few times at the start, and I was like, man, I would do anything to be able to like harken back to the days of the Modern Warfare lobbies and just fucking lay into them back when I was like, you know, early 20s. Like those lobbies could have made some of these kids cry today. Like that was
those were rough. Those were rough.
Toxic, and you had 30 seconds to get the most toxicity out of you.
You would get it in though, man. You would get it.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, I don't. So then I was just annoyed, right? I was like, fuck, like I just either kill me or let me leave. And I was just annoyed because I was like, he's gonna wait till I like start to walk away. I'm gonna get all the way to the extraction and spend another 15 minutes trying to get there, and then he's just gonna kill me. So it was a pointless thing.
Yeah, but then he ended up dropping everything, and we got this podcast out of it.
No. Like I said, they were super chill.
Cool.
I mean, so.
All right, guys, that has been the SCAV Report Podcast special edition with some in-game hackers that we found while we were playing. Again, we do not condone any cheats or hacks or using that or funding that kind of play. We want everything to be competitive. We would never condone going out and buying hacks and hacking in the game or doing anything with real money trading or anything like that. We do not support it, but when you get the chance to talk to guys who are in that industry, we had a lot of questions and we got a lot answered, and we hope to be able to talk to them in the future about changes to any of the other anti-cheat methods or software or things that not only Escape From Tarkov is doing, but some of the other big studios, as you can see out there. This is a rampant thing. It's riddled all over the place. Again, we as the Last Choice Network and the SCAV Report Podcast do not condone cheating in video games. This is not something that we support, but again, when you get the chance to talk to these guys, you're going to take it. This has been the SCAV Report Podcast. I'm Ender. On behalf of James, everybody have some good raids. We are out. Have a great day.